This is the game Rays of Light. Light goes in, light comes out, and your challenge is to discover what happens to the ray of light as it exits. So each player has two boards. On the left is your board, and on the right is the board of your opponents, where you try and figure out what your opponent has done. So you start by setting your color lenses on the left. I've got yellow and blue on column 1, and you can see how they're all set up there. And then you begin play by announcing where your ray of light will enter your opponent's board. For example, I could say, enter 15. And my opponent would answer by telling me where it exits and what the color of that ray of light is.
So at 15, it exits 6 as blue.
Oh. So it entered white and it exited blue. That means that somewhere between 15 and 6, there's a blue lens. We don't know where. I'm just going to put it down on this row right here, and we'll figure out what might be happening to it as the game progresses. Then it's time for your opponent to ask about a ray of light.
Entering row 10.
So the ray of light enters on row 10, and I would announce it exits 3 black.
So what does that mean?
Somewhere between 10 and 3, there's a black color disc.
But we don't know where it is yet. But we can just put that disc there to let us know that somewhere in here our opponent has a black disc.
So, and then there's a handy color chart that lets you see the different combinations of color, because the ray of light might go through more than one color disc. The winner is the person that can correctly describe first her or his opponent's game board. Now, are you ready for more challenge? Level 2 play gives you mirrors and directional arrows that, when placed, bounce around the way the ray of light goes through the board. So if my opponent were to say, enter column 4, I would say it exits 6. What happened? And it exits red. It went through the red color disc, and then it bounced over to 6. So now my opponent knows there's a red disc, and there's also a mirror there. Again, the winner is the first person that can correctly describe the setup of her or his opponent's board. Rays of light.
It's very much like Battleship, and it is on sale now for only $15. This is an amazing bargain, normally selling for $35. You ought to get one for your family.